Welcome back to our channel. In this video we are discussing top electric vehicle battery companies. The field of EV batteries has seen significant development in recent years. Starting with the top 10 EV battery producers through the most of 2022, let's then examine how this list has changed over the past few years. Before we get started, make sure to like the video, subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon. How do EV batteries work? The battery system receives electrical energy during charging, which causes chemical changes inside the battery pack that efficiently store the energy for later use. When the vehicle is being driven, these chemical alterations are reversed to allow the release of an electrical current that powers the EV's wheel motors. When the driver steps on the gas, the EV immediately supplies power to the motors, which gradually drain the battery's energy. How are EV batteries made? Base metals and thus rare earth elements are combined to create EV batteries. Lithium, manganese, nickel, cobalt, aluminium, iron, and other elements like carbon or graphite are a few examples of the elements employed. Each battery system cell produces an electric current using these components in combination with electrolytes. The voltage and amperage required to power the motors and propel the vehicle are produced by connecting battery cells together. When EV batteries approach the end of their useful lives, they can be disassembled and their parts reused thanks to the fact that 80% of their components are recyclable. The top 10 EV battery production businesses are still Asian, despite the enormous efforts made by the USA and European nations to dominate the market. Currently, Japanese companies account for the remaining 26% of the EV battery market, which is made up of 26% Korean and 56% Chinese firms. The big dog is CATL, Contemporary Amperex Technology Co. Limited. Just around 1/3, or 34%, of the worldwide EV battery industry is controlled by it only. With a much smaller but still considerable 14% of the global EV battery market, LG Energy Solution, formerly known as LG Chem, is the second largest supplier of EV batteries. With 12% of the market, BYD is just behind LG Energy Solution, while Panasonic is not far behind with 10%. The last two South Koreans complete the top 6. Samsung SDI holds 5% of the market, while SK Innovation holds 7%. Then there are a few more Chinese businesses, but they are all insignificant in comparison to their cousins CATL and BYD. That's 2022. If you keep up with EV battery news, such as automotive collaborations, factories, etc., the results are not all that shocking. But if you've been paying attention to this industry for a while, you'll notice that things have changed significantly from a few years ago. Let's start with 8 years in the past to make historical comparisons. In 2014, Panasonic, who was providing all of Tesla's batteries, reigned supreme, followed by AESC, a Nissan-affiliated company, chart below. LG Chem comes in third, followed by BYD in fourth, just in front of Mitsubishi, GS Yuasa. Some of those well-known brands, such LG Chem, BYD, and Panasonic, may be seen on the 2022 chart. Simply said, they're not in the exact same order. And maybe most significantly, the big dog, CATL, is gone. 1. CATL. The market share leader in the production of EV batteries has to be CATL, which increased from a margin of 2% to 32% in 2021 and 34% in 2022. A third of the EV market is controlled by CATL. The third largest battery producer, BYD, which holds 12% of the market, is just behind CATL as a reliable name in Chinese EV battery production. With Chinese companies holding 56% of the market share for the production of EV batteries, these two industries are the driving force behind Chinese dominance. For prestigious brands in the automotive sector like Peugeot, Hyundai, Honda, BMW, Toyota, Volkswagen, and Volvo, CATL produces lithium-ion batteries and solid-state batteries. Additionally, Tesla obtains batteries made by CATL for its Shanghai-based manufacturing factory. The amount of batteries sold by CATL was approximately 70.9 gigawatt-hours, which represents an increase in sales of 115.6%, per South Korea's SNE research. The moment CATL was founded in 2011, they teamed up with BMW. With its joint ventures with Chinese automakers like SAIC Motors, Dongfeng Motors, GAC Group, Geely Auto Group, and FAW Group since then, it has capitalized about $1.3 trillion worth of shares. 2. LG Energy Solution. To make up for the risks caused by the faulty batteries in 143,000 Chevy Bolt EVs sold in the United States, South Korean energy solution provider LG was required to pay General Motors $1.9 billion. The company continued to produce EV batteries and was the second largest manufacturer despite the contentious scrutiny it received. Although it was less than the previous year, LG Energy Solutions still held a 14% market share for EVs. 3. BYD. Due to BYD's ability to double its share price in a single year, Panasonic was displaced from third place by the Chinese company. According to recent surveys and industry data, the Warren Buffett-led enterprise may surpass LG Energy Solution in the next months. Build Your Dreams, also known as BYD, is a developing Chinese corporation that has increased its battery production to keep up with the EV industry's rising demand. There are 11 BYD factories located around China that produce 200 kWh of batteries. Fuddy Industry Co. Limited, a distinct division of BYD Industries, introduced a full battery-specific unit in August 2021. We are now good friends with Elon Musk because we are getting ready to supply batteries to Tesla very soon, said Lian Yuba, a senior executive of BYD, to CGTN, a Chinese state-owned news agency. This information was first reported by a local news source, and it was confirmed by BYD executives on June 8 of this year. Batteries from BYD have long been a supplier to Toyota and other automakers. In contrast to lithium-ion batteries that use cobalt or nickel and give more range but at a higher price, BYD has produced a product known as the Blade battery. Its lithium iron phosphate, LFP composition offers improved thermal stability and stronger impact resistance. 4. Panasonic. Panasonic is only one slot behind BYD with a 10% stake. Panasonic was the sole supplier of batteries to Tesla at the beginning of 2015, which once more allowed Tesla to increase its output. In order to begin manufacturing its new 4680 battery cell format, which is anticipated to offer some major capacity enhancements, the company is presently collaborating with Tesla. Panasonic is anticipated to begin production the following year. 5. SK Innovation, SKI. The major objective SK On founder has set for his business is to make it the world's leading producer of EV batteries by 2030. In an interview, G claims that, "We will absolutely be on par with the number one, or be the world's leading battery maker." As the fifth largest producer of EV batteries, it has a 13.2 gigawatt-hours production capacity. According to SNE Research in South Korea, the business's sales reached $13.2 billion. SK On surpassed Samsung, the other significant rival, last year. Samsung had previously held the fifth position but has been steadily losing ground. 6. Samsung SDI. With a 5% market share, Samsung SDI is the sixth largest EV battery manufacturer. The previous battery suppliers to Volkswagen will now collaborate with Stellantis NV in their $1.2 billion joint venture in the U.S. state of Indiana. Its initial goal is to have a yearly output capacity of 23 gigawatt-hours, GWH, with future plans to increase it to 33 gigawatt-hours. BMW was interested in the latest generation cylinder batteries, which were also utilized by Tesla. Thus Samsung struck a long-term battery supply agreement with the German automobile giant in 2019 that would last until 2031. 7. CALB Technology. CALB is a brand-new Chinese EV battery giant. The top 3 EV battery producers are the focus of CALB. CALB wants to increase its production capacity to 200 gigawatt-hours. In an interview with Bloomberg, one of the CALB executives predicted that in 2023, both their local market share and their foreign market share will increase significantly. The executive added that the company's growth and R&D D will be funded by the proceeds from the IPO. With 8 large production sites dispersed around China, CALB has inked a preliminary deal to construct a battery facility there and has ambitions to boost capacity in Guangzhou and Jiangmen by 100 gigawatt-hours. Additionally, it has a plan to raise the annual output of lithium cathode materials by 100,000 tons. Furthermore, as claimed in its sales listing documents, it made money last year. 8. Guoxin High Tech. A manufacturer of lithium batteries with its headquarters in Hefei, China, was founded in 1998. It is also particularly interested in development and research. Guoxin produced a brand new high-energy density LFP in 2021. According to the business, the new cells have a potential world record energy density of 210 gigawatt-hours per kilogram. In contrast, the Model 3 and Model Y in Shanghai are powered by LFP cells from CATL, which are claimed to provide 125 watt-hours per kilogram at the pack level. 9. Sunwoda. In China, Sunwoda is dedicated to producing cutting-edge lithium battery integration technologies. Consumer batteries were the main focus of Sunwoda's initial operations. The company's recent significant expansion in the electric vehicle battery market has led to a number of investments being made by the EVB, Electric Vehicle Battery Division. China accounts for almost all of Sunwoda's revenue. Only the Dacia Spring uses Sunwoda lithium batteries in Europe, and even that car is merely the Renault KZ City's sister model that was developed for the Chinese market. 10. SVOLT. Like Tesla, SVOLT, the 10th company on our list, aims to build a second battery plant in the German state of Brandenburg. SVOLT, a German battery facility that was spun off from Great Wall Motors, is making its debut in the top 10. The next new leaders in the EV business are expected to be CALB and SVOLT. There is no question that Asia is quickly emerging as the hub for the production of EV batteries, as the top 10 EV battery manufacturing powerhouses are all based in Asia, primarily in China, South Korea, and Japan. Thank you for watching the video.